Hey y'all, it's me Marty. Welcome to another video. I'm just going for a little hike, a little ramble, a little exploring. Yeah, actually just across the field, down a little ways from our property where we live in rural west central Minnesota. And still a little bit of snow on the ground. It's warming up. And I think it's about 35 or so right now, partly sunny, and birds are singing. It's a beautiful day the Lord's made, and I just felt like a little ramble and some exercise and fresh air. So my wife and I might go for a hike later today too, on some trails, another area, but I thought I'd just go for a little one over here. I like walking. There's a lake here. It's Grass Lake. It's right across from our house, really. And nice little lake here. It's like the water's open pretty much. Lots of wildlife around here. There's a little woodsy area here. It is along farm fields here too, but I like to walk along the tree line by the lake here and yeah, just explore a little bit. See if there's a place. We bought our house about almost 6 years ago now, and I still haven't been on this lake. Minnesota got 10,000 lakes. Actually, it's like 1,100, 850 or so by now. I don't know. And actually, it's like 20,000 if you include all the lakes. That's just lakes over like 10 acres, something like that. There's the train. Anyway, it's like 3 miles away. You can hear it from here. Anyway, yeah, never been on the lake, and I've been on lots of lakes, and we have lots of lakes nearby our house, probably dozens of lakes within 5 minutes. This one's right across from our house, and we've never been on it. There's no public access. It's a kind of a wildlife area, and so, you know, guys hunt here, you know, and stuff, so, and they get boats in here and stuff. It's just, there's lots of reeds and weeds around, and mossy, boggy, whatever you want to call it, and never seen an area where I can get my canoe in or my rubber raft. I'm going to try this early spring. Maybe even the end of this week. We'll see. The water's probably pretty cold. Some geese coming in over there. There's ducks. We have sandhill cranes and loons and eagles and pelicans and trumpeter swans and pheasants and all kinds of wonderful wildlife. Abundance of birds on right on our deck. And yeah. Deer. The deer were walking down the road again this morning right in front of our house. I'm just going to go for a little ramble here, and I thought I'd take you along with me. So yeah, I just want to explore the lake shore here a little bit. See if there is a place where I could get either my canoe or my rubber raft in this spring. And I don't know. Just look around, see if there's any flowers or mushrooms or anything growing. Yeah. It's a beautiful little lake. There's so much wildlife in this area. You know what I should do, actually. So yeah, our house is right, wait, where is it? There's our house over there. Anyway, what I should do, I got a couple of trail cams, Velcro. I don't know what they're actually called, but pretty sure that's what they invented Velcro from. I don't know, they stick to you like crazy. Anyway, we got a couple of trail cams, and yeah, maybe I'll bring them down here, put them on a couple of trees by the lake here. I mean, you can see there's tons of footprints and stuff going on in here, so I bet I could capture some wildlife on camera. I got my Bushcraft survival belt on, my day pack, and yeah, I'm about 5 minutes from our house. It's just fun. Anyway, yeah, somebody had asked me the video I did yesterday, how I do those videos, the one I did with the wildlife on our deck. It's really easy. Yeah, you could do it. Anybody could do it, really. It's just, I take my phone, which I use, that's my camera. I don't have anything fancy, I just use my phone. Put it on my little tripod, the one I'm holding right now, and set it on our deck, on the railing. Put some bird seed, some suet, some corn nuts, almonds, nuts, some extra treats for the birds and the chipmunk. Just set it there for 2, 3, actually it was like 4 hours yesterday. And it only ended up only being a 23-minute video because a lot of it was dead space and stuff. And our cats are keeping the birds and chipmunks away. But I did get some on there, so that was kind of cool, especially the chipmunk is so fun. And just in your editing tool, just zoom in on stuff, slow it down, speed it up. It's just kind of fun. I mean, it really turns out good. Just the camera on a phone, you know, it's God's creation. It's not my fancy editing or videography or anything. It's capture wildlife, and it's just really neat to see. And yeah, that's how I do that with my phone. But then we got a couple trail cams too. They're not as good. It doesn't record sound, and it's just 10-second little clips. But I put them out in our yard or our property once in a while. But I might do that tonight. I might bring our trail cams down here and put them on a couple of trees. Maybe one down closer to the woods area over there, and one by the lake here. And because we have coyotes around, you know, it'd be neat to get them on camera. And there's fox too, and there's been bears within a few miles of our house here. It'd be cool to get a bear on, or even just deer, or, you know, wildlife. It's nice to see the lake open. But yeah, you can kind of see here. I mean, there's no easy way to get on the lake, and it's kind of a long lake. It's called Grass Lake, and we're on the northern tip of it, and you know, it goes south a few miles, and there's no houses. Well, there is one house way down the end. Otherwise, there's no houses or anything. There's farms around, but there's no roads, no access or anything. You see ducks way over there. See if I can zoom in on them. The sun's shining, so it's hard to see on my camera. Where are they? Floating around out there. Are ducks or geese or mallard or something, I'm not sure. We have all kinds of wildlife around here. Yeah, all kinds of footprints. I don't know. You need to get on the lake sometime, but gosh, you know, when everything thaws, I mean, it right here, you're standing in water. It's like 100 feet to get to the open water. And it's kind of the same over by the road. There's got to be a way to get on the lake, though. I want to get on the lake this spring before everything grows up too much, but it's already, you know, so many reeds and everything. Gotta be a way to get in. Now on the other end of the lake, there's a little road. It's possible to get in there. It's usually pretty, you know, a lot of trees and reeds and stuff there too, but I can try. Oh, we got geese right here in the field. Oh, beautiful. I always see that vine. Big, weird vine hanging there between the trees. How weird. It's kind of muddy, snowy and muddy. Still wear my boots. Feet gonna get wet. It's all part of the fun. Like three-toed something. Chickens, pheasants, something, I don't know. And there's bigger hooves. Deer, coyotes. I wonder. You know, I've walked down along the trees here and then into the woods, but I haven't went over that way towards the water. I should do that. See what's happening over there. It's good. Hike, fresh air, and just explore and enjoy God's creation. Oh, good night. Good hike. I'm thinking it's coffee time. What do you think? Might be a good place to have make a little coffee. What do you think? I can't even see. Why is the camera even going? I don't know. Anyway. Let me get my gear out of my pack here. Oh, perfect weather for a hike, I'm telling you. 35 degrees. No wind today too much, just a little breeze, not too much. Partly sunny. I love it. So, there's all different ways that are fun to make coffee, and my favorite way, well, I'm gonna almost do my favorite way. My favorite way is using my canteen kit, canteen cup, on an open fire, and bush coffee. Just putting the coffee in there, letting it boil, pour it in my wood cup. This is the next best thing. I could do a little fire here actually. There's so much snow that could just put it out, but I'm gonna try my fire can. That's my second favorite, next to doing a open fire. This is more of a self-contained little fire. Y'all know I love making these. Hello. Little soup can, coffee can, tuna cans, all different kinds of can, little stoves. I just think it works so good. I don't know. And I actually brought a bag of some wood because I didn't know. I figured everything's pretty wet. Yeah. My coffee out. My mug. Canteen kit. My coffee mug. My coffee. And I think I can sit on this rock and cook on this rock. Kind of a weird way to put my legs, but good night. Alright. Alright, let's see here. Get situated here. Can you see? Oh my goodness, you're not even seeing all this. You're just looking at me. Okay, I'm just gonna, I don't like that. Can you see that? I can't tell. Hopefully you can see this. I don't know. Okay. Comfortable on the rock here. A weird way to sit, but I'll survive. Okay. Get the show on the road. Alright. First thing, I need to some wood in here. Oh, I got a bunch of little pieces of maple. I think I'm gonna, good night. I could have a big old fire here. I'm gonna get the smaller things. Well, I mean, I'm just cooking a coffee. You don't gotta get too big. I love doing a little fire can fire though. With some dry grass. I got some little shavings from my shop, from spoon carving, whittling. Got a few dry twigs. Should be able to get a good fire going here. Yeah, spoons that didn't work and everything. But I don't think I'm going to use all these big ones. Well, they're not big, but they're big for just doing a coffee. Let's just not go too crazy here. Oh yeah, there's birch bark here too. So let's first, I guess, let's just see if we can get it started. It might be the first thing, and then worry about putting stuff on it, huh? You think? You know what, y'all? I'm not a, big time. I love the outdoors, but I'm not professional anything. I'm always just learning. Okay, get everything. Gosh, I can't see. Can you see? I hope you can see. It looks dark, but probably just because the sun's out. Well, it's not totally sunny. To me, I like to look on the bright side, and to me, well, most people would say it's mostly cloudy today. No, not me. No, I'm sorry. It's partly sunny. I'll even say mostly sunny. Well, let's get this going first. I got a bunch of backups here if it doesn't work. But I'm gonna try my ferro rod and just what I got in here. I got a lighter, I got matches, I've got solid fuel tabs, I got a tea light candle. I mean, I got stuff, y'all. But let's see. Can you even see what I'm doing here? Trusty ferro rod. I just get the cheap ones from Walmart and put camel duct tape on it for fun. And we got flame. We got flame. Is it gonna keep going? I don't know. We'll see. It was going, y'all. It was going. You seen the smoke? You seen the flame? It was going. It was going. I'm telling you, it was going. Seriously, it was. Well, I could get it going, but I'm not feeling incredibly bushcrafty today. I'm kind of just feeling more coffee today. Okay, I'm gonna my fire kit. I think. Oh, let's see here. What I got here? Ooh, that could work. Well, I don't know. Anyway, let's see here. Got my trusty fire kit. Hope you're seeing this because I can't see if you're seeing this. Got my little bellows in here. I do have some solid fuel tabs. I might resort to that. We'll see though. Oh, I got one of these things too. These wax shaving things. Let's try it one more time on my ferro rod. Boy, that's a lot. I probably don't need all that. If it's gonna go, it's gonna go. You don't have to use a ton of tinder or kindling. I mean, if it's gonna go, it's gonna go. And get the get the wood going. Let's try this again. If not, good night. Alright. Oh, maybe. Boy, that stuff lights good. Okay. Oh, I didn't even need my bellows. Alright, we're cooking. We're cooking. Now I just gotta keep it going. Okay. Ooh, that feels nice too. A little chill. It's nice to have a little. Okay, get it in a steady spot. Hopefully it'll stay going. I love these little fire cans. They're easy to make. They're very efficient. They work great. They're free. They're fun. You know, I know you can buy your fire boxes and all your fancy stoves, but I'd rather make my own. It's just kind of fun. I almost should have brought a bigger stove, but so I can fit my canteen cup on it. But alright, let's get some water going here. Nice little wood mug my friend Don made it for me on his lathe, and it's really small. I like it. It's almost like a or what do you call it? Like a it's almost like a espresso size, I guess. I don't know if it's gonna sit on there with the wood on it. Not really. It'll burn down a little bit. I got to get some smaller pieces of wood. Not now, but next time when I do this. Actually, I got lots of twigs here too. What it really is a twig stove. Oh, these are all dry. Yeah, I'll just do that. Get this burning down so I can fit my cup on it. And then I'll feed it with all this small dry stuff. That's a ticket. That's a ticket, y'all. Hey, are you proud of me? I got it going with my ferro rod. And I didn't have to resort to a lighter or matches or solid fuel or alcohol or anything. It's going. It's going. We're cooking, y'all. Look at this. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. Alright, I don't even have to get up. Twigs right here. We got a fire going here. Okay, so will this fit on there now? Maybe. Maybe, baby. Maybe, baby, I have you. Maybe, baby, you'll be true. Okay, I need my gloves. Oh, good night. Getting old, y'all. Getting old, Lynx. Hard to get up. You gotta love it. You just gotta love it. Alright. Get comfy here, kind of, sort of. Hey, there you are. Kind of fun. Nice little hike, exploring by the lake. I'm in the woods here, having a coffee. Make sure it stays going. Should have enough holes and ventilation in the can. Whoa, don't tip it over. Good night. Well, the rock is flat-ish. Alright, let's keep some fuel going here. nice piece of maple in there because it's nice and mapley. I know. You have a firebox or a can with a hole in the side for feeding the fuel. I guess I could do that. Whenever I do that, it seems like all the ashes blows out of it, and I'd rather just feed it through the top. It's not that big a deal. Just take it off and put it back on. I mean, I don't know. Okay. Oh, coffee. Good night. I'm like, I think I got everything going here. Well, the coffee would be nice. I mean, I'm just saying now. I'm just saying. You know what I'm going to make? I'm always making different kits and pouches, and it's just fun. I'm gonna make a coffee kit. Really, because I mean, I have my little coffee cup. I have my little pouch of coffee. You know, but it'd be neat to have it all in one little kit. I don't know. What am I doing? Yeah, let's just pour the coffee right in the fire instead of the water. Good night. Losing my mind, y'all. Losing my mind. Telling you. But I was thinking about that, so I think I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna make a little pouch, a little coffee kit that will hold the coffee, and my little wood mug, and maybe even my little coffee bomb alcohol stove I made, which I put some different material in it, and it's working great. So I'll do a video on that. But then it would all be together. I mean, I still got my canteen kit, my cook kit, my fire kit, but have a coffee kit too. I mean, how cool is that? I'm just saying now. I like the idea of a coffee kit. Alright, I gotta keep fuel coming here. What's that? That's more like a vine. Oh, it'll burn, I guess. So I hope you're all doing well. Yeah, having a good week. You know, actually, for those of you who know me, you know, I work a lot, and then when I'm home, I work a lot. I mean, you know, projects and chores and just home stuff. I just love doing that stuff, but I'm always busy. You know, I need to learn to relax and rest, and I'm actually doing that more this week. I'm not super busy. I'm doing some projects, but nothing real big. So, yeah, time with my wife and just enjoying being home. How are we doing there? All right. You know, I don't know. There's all different ways you can do this stuff, but I think it's fun to do different ways and stuff. And okay. Careful not to tip this over. Little mini cord of wood here going. I just like my canteen kit. You know, real coffee. Instant's fine too, but why have instant if you can have real? And just, you know, boil the water in a canteen cup. Put the coffee right in it. Just let it boil. Doesn't even have to boil, honestly, but unless it's water from a creek or a river or something. But and then just pour it. You tap it, the grounds settle, and just, you know, pour it into your cup. I just think it's neat. It's fun, and it tastes so good. Oh my goodness. Smooth, it's not bitter. If you get a little bit of coffee grounds, I don't even mind, but you usually don't. bit. So it's already hot. Not quite boiling, but more fuel in there. Birds are singing. Actually, the sky is clearing. I think it's going to be mostly sunny in a little bit here. Next time I think I'll split some wood that's smaller, so I have like tiny pieces of maple. They're all just a little bit too big for the this fire can. This is a smaller fire can. I got all different sizes fire cans. I just keep making them. They're just fun. I brought a smaller one just because it holds the fire, or it holds my canteen cup really well. Y'all still with me there? Oh, birds flying around, making coffee in the woods. I don't know. One of the best things of life, I think. Going for a hike in the woods and making a coffee. I mean, you know, I'm just saying. A nice. I have to remember this little spot because it's a flattish rock, and a rock to sit on. I'm pretty comfortable, really. How's that angle? I don't know no idea how it's looking. Here, I'll put you over here. How's that? Oh, there's me, but I'd rather you see the coffee. Kind of hard to get everything in the same shot without getting up. I'm trying to adjust my tripod. You can watch me tip this fire can over boiling water. How's that? I know you can't see my head, but who needs to see my head? It's just a head. It's a big head. What was that movie? It was a funny movie. I don't remember what it was. You got such a big head. What was that movie? The kid was sitting in front of the TV, and the dad and some uncle or somebody were complaining because the kid was sitting in front of the TV and he had a big head. I don't know. What are we doing there? The maple's going good. Nose running, y'all. This thing can't see my head. You don't want to be seeing me wiping my nose. Okay, what do we got? Oh, we got a tree right behind me. I think this is. Are these dead? Not really. I'm running out of reachable wood here to burn. But I think it's probably getting there. I know it's hot. It's not boiling, but it doesn't have to boil. is a beautiful little area here. Just a little woodsy area along the lake across from our house. I can see our house from here. But, and you know, a lot of times I do little videos in our yard, on our property. We got a little 2-acre hobby farm. But, honestly, where we live, it's probably more country than a lot of campgrounds in state parks. It's pretty quiet out here and lots of wildlife. Yeah, so I think tomorrow, well, I don't know if I'm going to do a video today. Oh, actually, I am doing a video right now. But tomorrow I might do a whittle chat video, and I might do a video showing my belt and my pack, and so my belt and my day pack and my big pack. I might do that just for fun. Let's see what the day brings. Oh, wait, tomorrow actually. We're going to be in St. Cloud tomorrow. My wife has a doctor appointment, so maybe not tomorrow, maybe Thursday. Well, Thursday, let's see. I got stuff going every day, it seems like. Uh-oh. Smoking it out. Come on, baby, burn. Keep burning. Keep burning. Oh, that maple's really burning good. I think that's probably getting close to being done anyway. Oh, yeah, it's almost boiling. It's taken a while. It's a little breezy in here. And it's a beautiful day, and I thank God for the weather. It's a beautiful day, and I'm living it for my Lord. A little bit longer. A little hotter. Honestly, really doesn't have to boil. Coffee or tea for that matter. You know, I do most of my videos in real time, y'all. Where are you? There you are. I mean, I edit some and I take some out, but you know, I like to be real. Oh, there's some big old trees in here. It's a neat little woodsy area here, right by the lake, right across from our house. I didn't know there was rocks in here. This is a perfect rock to make coffee on or cook on. I have to remember this. Oh yeah, I think we're gonna call it good. Y'all. Put this other piece of maple in here. Keep the fire going. Like I always tell my wife, I keep that spice going in our marriage. Whenever we have a disagreement, or not an argument, just a disagreement, or you know, or we just funny things. You know, we try to laugh about things more than argue about things. And I always, if I say something or do something, and And she looks at me and gives me that look, or we both start giggling or whatever. I'm like, there's that spice. Got to keep that spice in our marriage. And then there's spicy. I mean, that's good sometimes too. I mean, if you know what I mean. Sometimes it gets spicy. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm just saying, y'all. All right, here we go. Can you see all this? Can you see this? Well, I didn't tap it. I better tap it. I got to do the tap, because if you tap it, whoops, spilling on the rock. Oh, that looks like a good coffee. And I'm having a feeling, I have a feeling, y'all, that it's some strong coffee too. But that's good. That's all part of the fun. But if you tap it, it kind of settles the grounds. But if you pour it really slow, you don't get many grounds anyway. Look at that. Look at that. Are you seeing that? Are you getting this? Yes, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. Whoop. Oh, good. All right. Like I say, it's a flat-ish rock. It's flat in spots. I'm gonna keep this cooking. Keep it warming. Ooh, that is really hot. All right. Getting a little closer here, y'all. Oh gosh, this is not even close to level. How do I look in my hiking bushcraft military surplus garb? It's just kind of fun. People will probably look at me, you know, put all this gear on and a survival belt and backpack and everything, and walk a block from our house into the woods. It's all part of the fun, y'all. It's all part of the fun. It's fun. You gotta love it. Look at that. Look at that. What do I got in here? I think this is a Black Rifle. I'm not picky with coffee, y'all. Great value, Walmart coffee, anything, Folgers, Maxwell House, anything. But my wife and I are getting older, and we're empty nesters now. We don't spend as much on groceries or anything, so now we try to get better coffees here and there. So we just get 1-pounders and get different kinds and stuff. It's kind of fun. I really like the Black Rifle. It's good, and it's veteran owned, and all that stuff is good. And I think it's is this a Sasquatch one? I don't know. Oh, I'm telling you, y'all. Oh my goodness, perfect temperature. Oh. Oh. I don't do this very often, you know, make coffee in the woods, but when I do, it gets better and better, y'all. Better and better. Coffee in a canteen cup, on a fire can, or on a fire. Just bush coffee, pour in a wood mug. It doesn't get any better. Who needs to get fancy, you know? I mean, I'm a simple guy. Oh, that's good. I've already had like 10 cups of coffee today, and this is the best one. Oh, you ever take the time to smell coffee? It tastes good, of course, but it really smells good too. Oh yeah, so good. And this is it's such a simple way of doing it. You know, I'm a simple guy. I'm a simple man. I'm a simple man. Singing that Simple Man song. I don't know what it is or how it goes, and that's not even close, I'm sure, because not only don't I know how to sing, but I don't have a voice, but I love to sing. And it's all part of the fun, even if it doesn't sound good. I might have to have another. Well, there's another 3 or 4 5-ounce cups in there. Sun shining down on me. Shining down on me. Sunshine on my shoulder. Looks so lovely. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. That's my song that I sang to my wife because I call her Sunshine. S-O-N, shine. Look at, look at, look at, look at, look at that. Oh yeah, oh yeah. That's coffee, y'all. That is coffee. I'm telling you. You know the little handles on a canteen cup always clink, but if you squeeze them, they lock. I didn't know that for many years, and then I don't need my gloves to drink it. But they lock, and then because they're offset, and I don't know, a little tip there. I don't know who told me that. I've seen it somewhere. Look at that. Can you see that? I think that's the best color coffee I've ever seen in my life. In my life. Yes. We're over an hour already. How does that happen? Anyway, I'll edit it down. We'll see. Not much, so, but we'll see. Ooh, hotter now. One of life's little pleasures. Coffee in the woods. Hear them? That's the sandhill cranes. They're right next to our house. My wife's probably wondering what I'm doing. I told her I was going for a short hike. She was taking a nap on the couch. But I got it in airplane mode, so she can't call me. But she knows I'm just right across the field. I can see our house from here. But listen, if I would be quiet long enough, you could hear sandhill cranes and all kinds of wildlife. You're probably just hearing me gab. Well, they stopped. How can it be so good? Simple. I just put it in the water, boiled it. No filter, no fancy stuff. Just boil the coffee and put it in a cup and drink it, y'all. Gosh. Y'all gotta be so complicated. And I'm kidding. No, it's fun to do different ways of making coffee and different coffees and stoves and fires and all the brews and all the different things. You be you. Do coffee the way you like doing coffee. But this has got to be my favorite way. Actually, it's my second favorite way. My favorite way is, and maybe I'll do that later this week. I'm thinking maybe tomorrow morning, get up early. My bushcraft area down in the corner of our property, I have a little tiny fire pit, and I have a low chair. It's like a hunting chair. You've seen those videos before. And I can sit next to the fire, like right down by it, because it sits about the chair sits like 3 inches off the ground. And start a fire, and then put the canteen cup right on the edge of the fire. You don't need a can, you don't need nothing. It's just, I love it. I love it, y'all. It's just, oh yeah. I'm going to turn the camera off for a minute, and I'm going to have another cup of coffee, enjoy this, just be quiet for a little bit. I get tired of hearing myself sometimes. I'm sure you guys get tired of hearing me. And then walk around the woods here a little bit, and then I'll head back. But yeah, so I'm gonna have a little quiet time. I will return, I promise. And now it is mostly sunny. Sun bursting through. That was the most amazing cup of coffee I made on this rock here. Need my pack hanging on the tree here. So true. I'm gonna hike around a little bit more here in the woods. It was like crazy good coffee. My goodness, that was good. What a gorgeous day for a hike. Time in the woods. Beautiful little woodsy area over here by the lake. All kinds of tracks in here. Who knows what's living out here. So I think what I'm gonna do so pretty. We'll see you, rocks. We'll be back again. That was a good place to make a coffee. Okay. Journey back to the house. Well, this has been a nice little ramble in the woods. Thanks for joining me, y'all. We'll see you on the next video. What a beautiful day for a hike.